Wocan is really pleased to make a commitment to the Action Coalition for Feminist Action for Climate Justice. Why now? The tide is turning. Funders of both climate action and gender equality are now understanding the reasons for and opportunities to address their goals by incorporating agendas of the other. We've got investors demanding companies and projects address SDG goals, corporates and governments declaring pledges to achieve net zero emissions. Financial institutions are committing to enlarging the voluntary carbon market to turn these corporate net zero emissions into action. There are thus new opportunities to engage women as entrepreneurs, as business and community leaders, consumers, members of women-led cooperatives and groups, and to assure that they're engaging with and benefiting from these new activities and investments. It's the existence of the W+ standard that measures women's empowerment and generates W+ impact units, and the possibility to link these units to those of carbon offsets that now provides an existing pathway to address gender and climate goals using market-based approaches and enterprise-led solutions. Wocan thus commits over 5 years to improving the lives of at least 100,000 women by at least 10% in relation to time saving, health, income and assets, knowledge and education, food security and leadership within climate projects. This will be done by measuring and generating at least 1 million W+ units and selling at least half of these, increasing the number of women's enterprises and groups that are managing climate projects and engaging in these markets, and catalyzing new investments and funding for women climate entrepreneurs and women-led climate projects. As a W+ standard requires that at least 20% of the value from the sale of W+ units is granted to women's organizations within these projects, this will provide at least $500,000 in grants to women's groups, and to provide at least 1,000 women's groups with a sustainable revenue stream, as these can be applied year after year. Initial countries of the program include India, Kenya, Nepal, and Indonesia, and Hawaii here in the US, with others to be added as per funder and national interest.